Hello, everyone. Welcome to today's Skills of Solving Equations, and this is Teacher Nini. So today we are going to learn a very important and foundational skill, which is to move terms in equation. Maybe some of you know how to do it, but why we can do that? I'm going to explain the logic behind today. So first of all, as you can see, there is the equation 2x plus 1 is equal to 0. As what we have learned in school, we know that we need to both minus 1 from both ends of the equation to get rid of the 1. And we have learned that if we do exactly the same thing on both ends of the equation, we wouldn't change the value of the equation, which means that the equation is still valid, right? Okay. All right, and then the next step will be we can cancel out the plus 1 and the minus 1. On the left hand, we only have 2x. And on the right side, we have negative 1. Okay, and we can both divide it by 2 and by 2. So we have x is equal to negative 1 over 2. This is the traditional way that we have learned in school. But today, I'm going to show you the magic. Now, everyone, look at my screen very carefully. I'm going to erase a step. So the step that I'm going to erase is going to be the first step. Okay, guys. So now, as you can see, as we skip the first step, it was there. We just, erase it. Let's observe what is happening here from left side to the right side of the equation. On the left side, we used half plus 1. Is it still there? No, it's not. Where does it go? Oh, it goes to the right side. But is this still plus 1 as it goes to right side? No, it becomes to negative 1. As you can see, guys, this is how we can move the terms as we solve the equation. The motivation why we want to move this term to the other side is because we want to isolate the variables itself. And then as we move the terms from one side to the other side, be careful, even though the digit is the same, but we have to flip the sign from plus to minus or from minus to plus. Okay? All right. So just remember 2 short phrases. Move the terms, but you need to flip the sign. Okay, so probably some of you think, okay, Miss Nini, what if I forget to flip the sign as we move the terms? I'm going to share with you a very quick story as we practice the next question together. Now we have 3x minus 5 is equal to 1. So first of all, we can try to move the terms. But which term do we want to move? Yes, exactly. We want to move the minus 5, right? The reason is because we want to isolate the variable itself on the left side. But as we move it to the right side, are you guys familiar with Mario? So who is the biggest enemy of Mario? It's Bowser, right? So if Mario represents the left side team, as its enemy Bowser is representing the right side team. Okay, as negative 5 betray Mario and join the enemy's team, what will negative 5 do? It changes its mind from minus to plus. Okay, therefore, guys, in future, if you see there is any terms that you need to move, you can just think about this story. Because negative 5 betray its original team. So it has to change his mind into the opposite side, become plus 5. So we have 3x on the left and 6 on the right. And we know that the value for x will equal to 2. Okay. All right. So this is how we can move the terms. And the key thing is don't forget to flip the sign. All right, so now let's get practice together. We want to complete the calculation step. We have 3x plus 5 is equal to 2x minus 1. Remember, our motivation is to isolate the variables on one side of the equation and the other thing on the right side. So let's observe here. Is there any term you want to move? So 3x and 2x are terms with variable. They are not together yet. So we want to move the 2x to the other side first. However, guys, can we do 3x plus 2x? Not really, because 2x join the other team, right? If it join the other team, it has to change the mind from plus 2x to become minus 2x. This step is very, very important, okay? All right, so we have 3x minus 2x plus 5 is equal to -1. Okay, guys, before we move on to the last step, is there any term you also think we need to move around? Very good. You see that on the left side is not a variable itself. It has a +5 here. So actually +5 need to move to the other side. And that will become to what? As we move the +5 to the other side, it will become the opposite sign, which is -5. Okay? All right. So you see, as we move two terms around, we can get 3x minus 2x, variables on the left side, and the -1, -5, numbers on the right side. And naturally, we can get the final answer, which is written here already, is x is equal to -6. Okay? All right, so hopefully you also got this question correct. So let's just have a quick summary here. Today, we have learned about how to move terms. This is the most important and the foundational skill as you solve the equation. So we know that in school, we have learned as we can do the same thing on both ends of the equation will stay the same. But today, we find a shortcut. As we move the terms, the key thing is that don't forget to flip the sign as the term betray its original team. Okay, so that's gonna be all for today. Thank you so much for watching and good luck with your equation competition. See you, bye!